Today we're looking for the highest common factor or the lowest common multiple. And remember, we talked about how factors are smaller numbers or equal to the number itself, and multiples, after you get times one of that, times 2, times 3, times 4, are larger numbers. So the HCF, for the cool mathematicians, highest common factor, what we do is really knowing your times tables is a huge help in this, because starting with 36, I know, let's go and find all the factors of 36. So we know that we have 1 times 36. Do we have a 2 times? Yes, 18. Do we have a 3? Actually, we do. There's a lot of factors of 36. This is a fun number. 4 times 9, and finally 6 times 6. All of these numbers are factors of 36. And then if we look at 48, we're looking for the highest factor that they have in common, the highest one. So 1 times 48. We'll give you 48. 2 times 24. Is there a 3 times? There is. 16. Is there a 4? Well, this is jackpot. We're having a great time. And then 6. There's no 5 that will go in there evenly, but 6 times 8 does. So if we look at the factors of 36, we've got in ascending order 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 9, 12, 18, 36, and then we have 48, and I'm just listing all of these, but instead of doing it in the order that I figured them out, which is the easiest way I can do it, I'm going to put them in ascending order, and then we can really compare apples to apples, which is what we want. What comes after that? 6. Oh, sorry, I was singing 8, 12, 16, 24, 48 now. These ones are in common, but we're looking for the highest common factor. Here we go, 12. Is there anything that matches up after 12? It doesn't look like it. So the highest factor that these two numbers have in common is 12. So the highest common factor of these two numbers, 36 and 48, is 12s. So now the other way, the other side of the coin, the lowest, now we're going to the bottom, the lowest common multiple, common means that they share it, is we're going to have to actually start multiplying. We go by the counting numbers, so let's see. We're looking at first 5 and then 11 and see what they have in common. So let's go. 5 times 1 is 5. 5 times 2 is 10. Sorry, make that a comma. 5 times 3 is 15. 5 times 4 is 20. I'm having a good time. 5 times 5. 5 times 6. 5 times 7. I'm not sure how far I'm going to have to go. I might just keep going until I sort of reach breaking point. Maybe that's far enough. If it's not, I'll come back. So that's 5, and now 11. 11 is such a fun one. I love multiplying 11s. 11 times 1, times 2, times 3, times 4. Is there anything in common yet? Do I get to stop? I'm looking for the first one I come upon that's common. Noseville, let's see, 55, 60. Hang on a second. 55 is the first one that I find is common between these two. So the lowest common multiple of these two is 55. Let's do it again over here with 6. Multiples of 6 and 10, which is the first one we come upon, the lowest number that is common in multiples. 6 times 1 is 6, times 2 is 12, times 3 is 18, times 4 is 24, times 5 is 30. We know times 6 is 36. Let's break for a second and see how we do here. You probably already found it. You can probably see it. There's a bit of a telltale sign there for the numbers divisible by 10, and if we multiply by 10s, we'll reach that number. 10 times 1 times 2 times 3. It's bingo, everybody. So the lowest common multiple, so the lowest number that they have in common when you were multiplying them, again, these are going to be the same or bigger than the number itself, is 30 between 6 and 10. Now have a go yourself.